Did you too?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, here, hold that.
I think it's like the 25th.
The 26th.
Oh, never mind then.
Oh. All right, sorry, I had to check the calendar. All right, today is Sunday, January the 26th, 2025. So I am doing this. Can you turn on the light over there? Maybe that'll give me a little, no, the other light, that light. Maybe a little bit brighter, but, so,
Oh, wrong light.
here, let me open up the curtain. Get some sunshine. All right, ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sorry, getting everything set up. All right, so I was supposed to do a live yesterday for day 15. Unfortunately, I had a really awful day yesterday and did not want to go on camera. I just wanted to stay in bed all day. But just to kind of let everybody know about what I'm kind of going over today, I am actually doing a liquid diet, and I'm doing the liquid diet based on people who get like a gastric bypass or a gastric surgery. But I'm doing what they do without having the procedure or any kind of surgery. And I'm trying to see if I follow the habits and the eating programs that they're on, if I'll get the same results or close to the same results without actually having the procedure done. So in front of me I have a ton of stuff. Today's day 16, and I'm going to kind of go over everything with you. If anybody watching has any questions or anything, I am doing this while I'm talking to my primary care doctor. And if at any time I don't feel like I want to continue or can't continue or something like that, I will stop. But I actually was watching another YouTuber and just kind of like looking around. My husband was watching his shows, and we seen this one lady, and it showed a video of her a year ago. And I was looking at my husband, I was like, is that the same lady? And he's like, yeah. And doing a little bit more digging, I found out that she had a gastric sleeve or gastric bypass done. And I kind of got to thinking, because, you know, over the years, I've usually kept the weight around 168, 178. I've blown up right now. 16 days ago, I was at my all-time high of 215 pounds. And that's more than I've ever weighed when I was full-term pregnant. So I have been feeling heavy, winded, just not having enough energy. It's hard to bend over, you know, tie shoes, just doing normal stuff. And I do love myself. That is a given. I love me. I just need to get into better habits, especially with me being older. I'm in my mid-40s, so I don't want to start restricting myself, so you know, physically. But I was thinking, I was like, you know what, first off, I don't have any extra money to do any of those kind of procedures. And I'm sitting here thinking, well, if I try to follow the plan that these people are on and try to relearn a healthy habit, relearn healthy eating, you know, because over the past couple of years, especially when COVID hit and my husband worked at a restaurant, you know, we've had hours cut, we had so much happen. My mom, she ended up having cancer. That was stressful. So eating was stress eating, depression eating, and it did have an impact. I was also doing a lot of drinking of calories. For instance, Mountain Dew. I could kill a 6-pack a day, a 2-liter a day. I would rather drink a Mountain Dew than actually sit down and have a dinner. So when I started this liquid diet, it was pretty easy because I was used to having my calories drinking. Is there anything going on?
4 people.
4 people.
1 like.
All right. So I'm doing this not to do any kind of fad, or I know it's January. I'm not doing this to do any kind of like, I'm gonna try this for a New Year's resolution or anything like that. No, I'm doing this for me, and also for you. So that way, if you decide to try to do something like this, you can kind of see what's worked for me, what hasn't worked for me, what I've been trying, some of the effects, side effects, you know, what happens when you do something like this. I am proud to say that from my day one, 16 days ago, I was at 215, and I did weigh myself today, and I'm at 202.6. So it's about 12 and a half pounds down. And I do realize that about half of that would be the solid waste and stuff, the extra water that I was holding in. So around the second week, the beginning of the second week is when I actually started feeling that everything had cleansed out. But I am actually gonna open up something right here so I can talk and be hydrated and get a drink. This is my caffeine because I've also cut out soda. So basically what I'm doing is I'm gonna run through this real quick. When a person gets gastric bypass or gastric sleeve or whatever, they are on a 4-phase, I want to say diet, but it's a relearning of eating and healthy eating, especially when your stomach shrinks down. And
Someone said America.
America. Yep. So before you have any kind of procedure done, they need to have 2 weeks of a liquid diet. The 2 weeks of a liquid diet before surgery is supposed to just clean you out and start getting you used to not having as much in your stomach. It gives your stomach more room for them to do the procedure. And I do believe also it helps reduce the size of your liver so that way they can get in there and do the procedure. So the first step that they do is 2 weeks of liquid diet before they do the surgery. Okay? After surgery, they usually do another 2 weeks of liquid diet. All right? Their liquid diet after surgery is a lot stricter than the first 2 weeks. For instance, they can't have anything carbonated. Okay? I am drinking carbonated stuff. I don't have any kind of procedure done where
Someone said good info.
hurting. Thank you. I do chew gum. You're not supposed to chew gum or have any kind of carbonation after the surgery because your stomach is actually damaged. So
They said everyone like and sub.
Huh?
They said everybody like and sub.
Like and sub, yay! Thank you. That'd be wonderful. So when I'm sticking to the diet, there are some things that I am doing differently because I'm not post-op. I actually don't have any kind of injury. After your surgery, you are not allowed to have any kind of carbonation or chew gum or drink through a straw because they don't want that air to get down into that stomach and do any kind of damage. I myself don't have anything, so I am enjoying me a sparkling ice caffeine. This is 5 calories here. I am doing this just counting calories, all right? I'm not watching sugar. I'm not watching carbs. I'm not watching basically anything else but calories. I'm keeping it simple, okay? Whenever I'm doing this, I'm kind of incorporating another little bit of a diet that I found before that is helpful. It's called up day, down day. All right, so not only am I doing the liquid diet, I am doing a up day, down day, which means my down day, I try to keep only to about 500 calories. All right. The next day is an up day. I try to stay between 1200 and 1500 calories. The reason I'm doing this is because I'm trying to be as true to the diet as the people who have these procedures done. They're not able to eat a crazy amount. So my up day, down day kind of gets me through this where I know I can plan out and be like, okay, I'm gonna have a down day today, so I know I'm gonna eat a little bit less. I need to plan kind of what my day is gonna be. When I have an up day, I can enjoy extra things that, have some more calories in it. All right, so those are the first 2 weeks. Step one, liquid phase 2 weeks before. Step two, liquid phase 2 weeks after. Step three is called a blended or puree week. So you have 2 weeks of starting to introduce solids back into your stomach, okay? Because believe me, after having liquid for so long, trying to probably eat something big or solid is going to disrupt your stomach. So, step two,
Stomach.
huh?
Stomach.
Your stomach, yeah.
I need this. I need to.
So step where you go into the blended or the puree week, it's 2 weeks. You start introducing yourself to very lean meats that are like blended, pureed. That can be turkey, chicken, cuts of meat that don't have a lot of fat. Scrambled eggs are good. Cottage cheese, stuff like that. That does have a little bit more of a consistency to it. So you're on that for about 2 weeks. After that, you go to the step where you have soft food, and that's going to be 3 months. You start introducing yourself to soft cheeses, some deli meats, beans. You can have whole vegetables just as long as they're soft. Okay, so with all these steps here, basically you're retraining yourself to eat better, have smaller portions, and think about what you're going to be putting in your body. Okay? Now, this program I'm doing just for me. Nobody else in my family is doing this because they don't have the need to. Everybody else in the family is healthy, younger, active. So while I'm doing this, I'm not going in my kitchen and throwing away the Hot Pockets that my kids have after school. I'm not going in throwing away the tortillas that my husband eats. We go out to eat as a family still. And for instance, we went to Cracker Barrel, and I'm going to say that that was really, really hard. Very, very hard going into Cracker Barrel, but I did it. I ordered me a glass of orange juice with a tall glass of ice, and I had me a dumpling soup where the server was very nice and strained out like the hard big chunks and just left me kind of like a soup. So I was still able to go out and enjoy the meals with my family. And my family isn't suffering because I'm like, I don't want to go outside. I can't. I'm going to have too many cravings, and no. Go outside. Do what you want to do. When you do this, you want to have the mentality that I'm going to do this and I'm going to be successful. Don't beat yourself up if something happens. If you don't feel good and it's not right for you, that's perfectly fine. One diet does not fit all. Is there anything going on? Anything? No? No? Okay. All right. So in front of me, I have some things that I have been using. And from my day one, I didn't go out and buy a whole bunch of stuff. All right. I just had my mind made up and I was like, yes, I'm doing this, and I'm kind of just using my stuff in the kitchen. As the days went by, I was like, you know what? I do need to pick up some things. Okay. So on my day one, when I started this, I was at 215 pounds. I started with some broth. I did use this tea here, I was starting to use more teas. This is called Smooth Move. It's kind of like a laxative tea. I wanted to cleanse myself out. Okay, so day one, I did a cleanse, and whenever you're doing a cleanse, please remember to stay home. Don't be trying to go running. You want to stay home. In my house, I have a couple bathrooms. So if I do a cleanse or if I take something that I need to help my stomach, I tell my kids, stay out of that bathroom. That bathroom is mine for today. I don't want to fight over it. So I tell my kids, if I feel like I need to go, which we'll talk about bowel movements and stuff here in a little bit, I don't want to try to run up a flight of stairs to find a bathroom that somebody's already in. Definitely, the bathroom that's closest to me is the one that I'm going to use. So when I did my cleansing on day one, and you'll be amazed how much you're carrying around with you. Day one to day two, I went from 215. Day two, I was at 212. So the cleansing was definitely very dramatic. I found myself being, I would say, fully cleansed out around day 7. And day 7, my weight dropped to like 206. So from 215 to 206 in 7 days, I feel that that was a lot of just excess water and all that solid waste coming out. And I'm going to tell you, when you start having your number 2s, they are going to change. Since you're not eating meals every day, if you have your regular bowel movements, they're going to start staggering. They're going to start getting farther apart. They're going to start getting, what are you looking at?
I don't know.
I don't know. You gotta focus on.
I'm sorry, I was looking at the dog over there.
Yeah, this is my new friend. This is Tulip, the little Lego dog. But focus, because I can't see behind the camera what's going on.
5 people, 4 likes.
All right. What was I saying? Oh, about number 2s. Okay, so so on this diet, you are going to find that you're not going to go to the bathroom every day. That's going to be a given because you're taking in liquid and you're not going to have the substantial amount of solids in your stomach. And I am going to tell you a tip. If you feel your stomach hurting, go to the bathroom. Okay? If you feel like you're gassy and you want to pass gas, don't go to the bathroom. Okay? Some videos will touch on that. Not all of them will say, hey, you're going to have the runs. It's going to start changing. You're not going to have just a solid bowel movements. It's going to start, it will. And when it hits you, you need to make sure that that's why I said I have a bathroom ready for me. For instance, I've gone like 4 days without having a bowel movement. And you do start feeling kind of bloaty in that. But it's going to be expected because you're not taking in solid. All right. Speaking of being bloaty, you are supposed to take in around 64 ounces of water liquid a day on this diet. You're supposed to take in around 60 grams of protein. And they do prefer you to use a protein shake with whey. Whey as milk. Some people who are intolerant or don't like it will use something that does not have whey. It's more of a plant-based protein powder. So in front of me, like I said, I am going to show you kind of what I have been using. So teas. All right. I have been going tea crazy. My sense of smell has really, really been just so sensitive. So I got the Republic of teas, and not only am I enjoying more the smell in that and the flavors, but these are very good treats to have. This one is a caramel vanilla cupcake. We have the blueberry green tea.
We're at 20 minutes.
Okay. And then we have a vanilla almond here. I do have my teas, like I said, my cleansing tea and my soothing stomach tea. I have been using regular honey to sweeten my teas. I've kind of tweaked that a little bit. 1 tablespoon of real honey is 60 calories. And I only actually now use the real tea on like my up days where I have more calories. On my low days, I actually use this Truvia 0 calorie sweetener. It's a Stifa leaf. And I use this on my low days where I want my tea to be sweetened. What else? Broths. You are going to be drinking a lot of broth. And I find the best broth is just homemade with your chicken or beef and that, where you can actually get all the vitamins, minerals, and all that kind of stuff from it. But if I don't cook that kind of stuff every day. So I actually found these at the store. These are called Better Than Bouillon. And right now I have a roasted beef and a seasoned vegetable. And yeah, these are pretty cool. For 1 teaspoon, it's 10 calories. So I can do a vegetable beef. And I actually do have these also. There's a bunch of seasonings that you can add that are 0 calories. The Kinder Buttery Steakhouse is one of my favorites. And then we have the Spanglish.
Clara says yummy.
Yeah. The carne asada, 0 calories. And these, when you have a broth that you just want to kick it up a notch, these are wonderful to add. And I'm definitely, when I start eating again, this is going on everything. This is going to be going on eggs and vegetables and just, this is
I used to like the butter one, but it had onions in it, and then I got scared and I didn't like it anymore. Yeah.
It just has like powdery, it doesn't have chunks, it's just.
It like has little chunks, little ones, and I used to like that one a lot, but I stopped using it.
Well, I think it's pretty good. So smoothies and shakes and stuff. I have bought some stuff to enhance the flavor. I've gotten some Ghirardelli cocoa, some Hershey's dark cocoa, special dark. I've also got some, this is the espresso that you usually use for baking, but this is also good to make shakes and smoothies and that taste a little bit better.
Mr. M, I'm guessing Noah's had a little happy face, and then Aina Alina said hi.
Oh, hello. Thank you for watching. Thumbs up. Okay, so let me give you some examples of what I do when I have higher and lower days. Okay, so here we have some juices. These are Ocean Spray and Welch's. Okay, so a regular Welch's grape juice in this size is 140 calories. This is what I'll drink on an up day. Because again, I'm not really trained to make it sugar free, but when I have my low day and I do want juice, this right here is the same thing, but this is 0 sugar and it's 10 calories. So on my low 500 day calorie, I can have one of those. And again, the juice here, 130 calories for cranberry juice. Cranberry juice is really good for the kidneys. So
Doesn't it make you pee?
Huh?
Doesn't it make you pee?
It does, but
Doesn't
it helps
lemonade also do that?
Do what?
Doesn't lemonade also do that?
Lemonade? I don't really know. I think so. I've also incorporated some coconut stuff into what I'm doing. Coconut water. I have here some coconut milk and some cream to coconut. I do have the coconut matcha tea. Matcha actually helps constipate you, which I got this because if I ended up getting 2 liquidy number 2s, I wanted something that I could use to kind of get
Firm
things
it back
firmed
up. Yeah, we thought the same thing.
All right. So, speaking of keeping your belly and stuff in healthy form, I did find these at the grocery store. These are called Good Belly Probiotics. This is a regular one. This is a blueberry acai. And for 8 ounces of this, it's 110 calories. All right. Now, this one here is a raspberry blackberry, no sugar added. This one right here for the same 8 ounces is 50 calories. So 50 calories versus 110. Now I did get them both because again, I want one for a low day and I want one for a high day. So remember, I'm not restricting myself from sugar. I mean, I've had ice cream. You know, I've melted down ice cream and enjoyed that. That is actually a liquid. I am not on a clear liquid diet. I'm just going to make that self. I'm not on a clear liquid diet. I am just on liquid. All right. What else here? So, Jello. I've been going Jello crazy. This is a black cherry Jello, and then we have a cherry Jello. I do believe these are 5 calories, and this one is a 10 calorie. I have been doing the Activia. I have been doing the vanilla Activia. This one does have a couple little chunks in it. I have also been doing the Oikos. Now, I'm going to tell you, my mouth isn't too happy with these, but there is 15 grams of protein in there. So, the Activia actually does taste pretty good. And I do like that it has the probiotics in there. Again, with this, you want to make sure your stomach is still being healthy, being happy. I have been drinking Primes. Again, I have been drinking, this is the sparkling ice with caffeine. I have not cut out caffeine. I do like having my caffeine, especially since I'm not drinking sugar, not sugar, Mountain Dew. Now I'm not drinking soda anymore. This definitely helps because I don't want to get, if I ever stop drinking caffeine, I will get those really, really bad caffeine headaches, and I don't want that. Let's see, what else do I have in front of me here? All right, some of the things that I've had to buy to help me through this. Okay, so 2 days ago, I actually started my first day menstruating while on this diet or on this form of eating. And throughout the many videos that I've seen, they talked about side effects, headaches, you know, hunger pains, cravings, your number 2s. Nobody has talked about what happens, you know, when you're menstruating, because I don't know if for some people if it doesn't bother them or not. But yesterday on my day 1, I have not had a period day 1 that bad since I was like in my 20s. I mean, I was just like in a ball and I did not want to move. I was sitting in my bed all day and I was just like, oh my Lord. And it was like 3 times as worse as it normally is, which is why I didn't do the live yesterday. So I did end up getting out Midol, and I don't usually use Midol or Tylenol or anything that's usually for my girls. But I did. I took it twice and was trying to knock it out. And I also felt anything I was trying to eat or drink, I felt very nauseated. It was like acidy, so I ended up getting some Pepto-Bismol to help with that. I actually gave a call to my doctor and I asked him, hey, you know, and he's like, well, you know, your stomach, everything is moving, everything's shrinking. You're getting rid of a lot of stuff. So it's, you know, something like this probably would happen, but it's nothing that's going to hurt you. It's just, you know, hormones and everything. So I woke up today. I felt like my stomach has been used for a trampoline. I still feel the after hurt effects. I have been drinking slowly. mainly water. This is my first thing besides water today, and it's going on 12 noon. So yeah, I don't know if anybody else will have this happen, but I do feel like my menstruation cycle has been affected by this. I was supposed to start um, this week doing exercising, and I got a treadmill and that. That's not going to happen. I am actually just going to kind of keep doing what I've been doing and just get through this week and see what happens.
We're at 30 minutes.
Okay. Especially with this happening, I don't want to stress my body out. Besides that, I mean, this has been going great. I've had just a few little headaches here and there, cravings.
7 people, 6 likes.
All right, just cravings have been getting harder. I miss chewing. I miss the act of actually chewing, which is why I do use bubble gum. And again, when you have your procedure, you can't have gum, but I can, and it's helped. Okay. So some of the things here that I've used are I've used Pepto-Bismol. Since yesterday, I started using the Midol. I have been using the Midol Bloat Relief because of my liquid intake. It's been helping me not be as bloaty. I have been using Gas-X when I need to. That helps. Now, to help with the irregularity when I need it, I have been sprinkling just a little bit of Miralax in water. I have also gotten, I haven't used these yet, but I do have these just in case I do need them, because going 3 or 4 days without going to the bathroom just is uncomfortable. So I do have Duralax and some X-Lax here that I will take only if I have a great gap in not going to the bathroom. So I'm kind of getting prepared for everything. Again, this is day 16. This is going into the 3rd week, and I'm going all the way up to day 28 on this. So I need every tool in my toolbox to be here, and it all has a use. So over here on this side, I actually have the protein powders and the meal replacement shakes and that I've been using. I did a video not too long ago of tasting them and telling you how they are. I've been using the Slim Fast more than the protein shakes, because if I use protein shakes more, I feel like I'm gassy. So I've been kind of day on protein shake, day off protein shake, just kind of trying them. The Slim Fast does help a lot, especially on, you know, the mornings whenever you're waking up and you break your fast, and your body's wanting something substantial. So Slim Fast has been a good way for me to, and I have been drinking whole milk. I know people will be like, why don't you use skim milk or use what? I mean, if I don't have red milk, I use blue milk. And I was raised on powdered milk, so I think in my older years now, I'm trying to. The mailman just passed. My dogs are like going crazy. But I think I'm trying to make up for all the years of just using powdered milk. So yes, I am using whole milk or 2% milk. And the plant-based protein shake to me was one of the ones that I definitely need to add stuff to. The smell to me was a little bit off-putting. And the taste was definitely grainy. So here I would probably add like the espresso, the chocolate, or the cocoa. Maybe fruit and all that I would add to it. The rice here, that is, I do believe, the cinnamon toast flavor. And the rice here, that's the Skippy peanut butter flavor. Those were awesome. They did not taste grainy at all. They actually smelled really good, which when you're on this kind of a diet, the smell, I mean, when I'm getting ready to drink it and the smell hits and it goes through my nose and right to my brain is already going yum even before I'm taking a drink. So, um, everything here has been helping and it's got its own part in this. I am going to continue this. I do a daily short just as an update. And I have so far done a couple of the main videos. Day 1 on starting, day 4 as an update, day 7 as what I've done through the first week, and then I've done a day 14 going through the first 2 weeks. And I just kind of wanted to do this live to get this out there to, see if anybody did have any questions or anything. Just to kind of give you an overall of what's going on. But yeah, so what I'm going to do is now I've been weighing, and when you see my pictures, I weigh on my scale upstairs in the bathroom. And that's just a little bit different than my scale down here. So what I'm going to do is while I'm on live,
Clara said you're doing an amazing job. Keep it up.
Thank you. Thank you. Yay. I'm happy with what's going on so far. And like I said, I hope that if somebody decides to do this, again, I'm doing this because I don't want the procedure done. I'm doing this to try to reboot and relearn. I mean, eating for me. But so far, like I said, I was upstairs on my in my birthday suit on my scale, and I was 202.6. So just to kind of show you, without just taking a picture and showing you my scale, I'm going to come down on this scale here, and I'm fully clothed, but I'm going to get on this scale, and I'm going to show you kind of what. Now this scale is not going to be exact like the one that I have upstairs, but let's see what it says. Now this scale says 199.6. So this scale actually has me at less than my scale upstairs. But the scale upstairs that I'm using is the one that I am actually using to keep my, let's see. See, I lean forward a little bit and it says 201. So the scales that I have, what I'm actually going to end up doing is I'm going to probably bring them both down here and get like a 5-pound weight and see which one is more, I guess, accurate. But when you have a scale and you lean forward by a little bit, or if you lean to the side, or that you're going to get different weights. So every morning when I weigh myself just again in my birthday outfit, and I tried to stand and put my scale in the exact same place and stand the exact same way. And then when I get my weight, I hop off of it, grab my camera, and take a picture real quick. I don't want to take a picture while I'm on my scale with my phone because my phone is kind of heavy with its case and stuff. So I want to try to get an accurate, true weight. But like I said, I'm doing really, really good at this, and I appreciate everybody who has sent messages, support, people who definitely do say be careful with the diet, and, people who are doing pointers, people who have, when I've asked about what kind of protein stuff do you use, I've had some people answer, and it's it lifts the heart, that there are people out there who say, hey, keep going, good luck. And I was like, that's really nice. I do have a great supportive family. My husband, he'll ask me every day, he'll come home and he'll be like, oh, I love you how you are, you don't have to change. And, it makes me sad that you're not eating, or, you know what, because I'll sit here and I've been making cooking videos like crazy because it's cold, it's wintertime, and I usually cook to kind of help keep the house warm. So I've been cooking, and you know, whenever the kids eat or when my husband eats, I'll sit there and they'll eat, and I'll have my glass of juice or my glass of broth or my shake. And my husband's kind of like, well, you know, I miss you actually sitting here eating with me and that. And I told him, I said, I am. I'm sitting here enjoying my juice with you or whatnot. And he will tell me, he's like, you know, if you feel like you want to eat something, eat something. But I'm like, nope. I'm kind of stubborn that way. I'm sticking to this, and I I want to do this for a better me. Um, the other night when we were in bed, my husband, we were kind of cuddling, we were watching TV, and he's like, "You know what? You do feel a little smaller." And my daughter mentioned that in my face, you know, in my other videos, I have like 4 double chins, and she's like, "Mom, your face is kind of actually looking, you know, thinner, you know." And I always wear baggy clothes. I am not going to be posting pictures right now of me with just a, you know, a sweat top on. And no, 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 no. I am not a spring chicken anymore. You know, I'm a bit older, so um, you know, when I start getting smaller, you
We're
know, you
at
will
40
see me wearing,
minutes.
huh?
We're at 40 minutes.
Okay. You'll see me wearing, especially during the summertime, you'll see me wearing a little bit different clothing and that. But I do feel lighter. I do definitely feel the change. You know, when I go up the flight of stairs now to the second floor, I don't feel as winded. Nothing major, but I do feel now that I'm starting to get that change. And it gives me the drive that I need, and it makes me happy. So here's to getting under 200 pounds soon. Um, I haven't been under 200 pounds since, let's see, my gosh, 2019, I think. 2019 is when I started hitting 200 pounds, and I haven't been under 200 pounds since 2019. It's always been 205, 210, and then, like I said, it just went up to 215. So I haven't been, and the funny thing is I use the app that's called Lose It, and I've been using that app since 2014. I went back and I was looking at 2014, and the weight gain that I seen when I started to do the 200s was around 2019. And the lowest that I was at like 156. So definitely the weight has shifted, and not in a good direction. But again, I am just here and sharing, and you know, I know that there's a lot of people out there who do diets and this and that. And hey, give me a like, I'm on a treadmill, or hey, you know, this is my car. I'm not doing that. This is for me, and it's just kind of a, hey, this is what's going on, this is what's happening. So that way you can kind of see what this is about. And 6 months, you know, we'll see where I am. I'm planning basically 1 to 2 weeks at a time, and we'll see where it takes me. So I am hoping that this helps somebody who maybe is kind of, you know, at that point where they're like, hey, I've got to try something. I've got to do something. And you know, just kind of show you, hey, this is a good start. You know, you don't have to go out, you don't have to buy a fancy juicer or blenders or protein powders that are $80. You know, start small and work your way to expanding. You know, what you like, what you don't like, and it's kind of about making yourself happy. But with that, I am going to go ahead and end this video. And everybody who is out there who is trying to get a healthier lifestyle, healthier eating habits, trying to get to a better body, I wish you all the luck in the world, and I hope you succeed. Um, Remember always to love yourself first. Be in a good place mentally. Um, you don't want to do something like this where you're incredibly unhappy. If you want to try to do a diet just on carbs or checking sugars or something like that, um, do what's right for you. Always make sure you're talking to your primary care, person, your doctor. Don't be scale crazy. The reason why I weigh myself every day, and I'm not worried about, hey, if I gain or if I lose or whatnot. I'm just kind of keeping a daily track on, hey, what am I today? If I don't do anything, I'm fine. If I gain some, I'm fine. If I lose some, hey, I'm going in the right direction. But I'm not going to let the scale rule what I do. And yeah, I mean, that's just about it. And if you are watching this video, a like is really appreciated. If you want to leave a comment, that is great. I love reading all the positive and wonderful comments. I do respond to every single one of them. We have on this channel hit over 1,000 subscribers, and I just need some more watch time. That's kind of funny. I have subscribers, but I need more watch time. But this channel isn't just about diet. I mean, this channel is about just life in itself. I mean, gardening. I have dogs, my family, just cooking. This has kind of got a little bit of everything in it, and yeah. So thank you so much for your support and watching, and it makes my heart happy that you are here. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye until the next update. And yep, I'll see you later. Thank you. Bye-bye.